we are going at it again. Okay, so this time we got 5 different flavors of a whole new different selection of Little Debbie's treats. We got salted caramel cookie bars. We got jelly cream pies. We got Star Crunch. We got fudge rounds. We got turtle brownies. All right, so let's start with it. So we got salted caramel cookie bars. So yeah, they just look basic, kind of, you know. I mean, can't really. Trying to find a thing to. I guess they kind of look like a Fig Newton, but not really. But maybe that's because it's covered in chocolate. Oh, it smells like, this is gonna be a weird reference. It smells like Keebler. Like cookies. Is that weird? Like, not sponsored, even though it's Little Debbie, it kind of smells like Keebler cookies. Like, just like those crackery kind of. Right.
I like the fudge ones. Fudge stripes or whatever they're called.
Yeah. I'm just seeing, yeah, it's just salted caramel, I guess. Yeah. Chewy. Ready. But maybe that's why it smells like, it is a cookie bar, whatever that is. So, it's good. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It is what it is. Like, there's nothing special about it. Like, they're good, don't get me wrong. Like, I could see a lot of little kids liking this for, like, to pack them their lunch. But there's just, like, nothing like, oh my god, about it. It's just, like, yeah, it's a cookie with very slight caramel covered in chocolate. Like, I'll give it a thumbs up. It's good. It's just nothing, like, 5-star outstanding. Okay. So now we got the jelly cream pies. Now, I have one thought about this, and I don't know if you're going to agree with me. This is basically a moon pie, yeah? But with jelly in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't deny that that's not a moon pie, at least in similar shape, but with cream, or with the jelly in the middle. Well, it's got cream in the middle, it looks like, too, so.
Well, the only difference with moon pie is chocolate and marshmallow.
And moon pie is its own company, though.
Right.
Little Debbie don't make moon pie.
They can probably make a version of it, but...
Maybe. Oh, it's so, like, packaged with air. Oh, you can smell it already. Like, gotta be what, 2 feet away from my face? It smells like a moon pie too, kind of. Like moon pie, devil dog, like that kind of hostessy kind of smell. Like those treats, because I feel like those treats have a very specific smell to them, like other than, you know, other companies. Oh, it's squishy. Super squishy. I remember having a moon pie on the show and remembering how soft, like much softer it was. This is even softer than a moon pie.
I remember they've been sitting out. Maybe they would be better if they were in a fridge.
They're good. I don't really taste the jelly though. Like for something that's jelly cream pie, it doesn't really like. I feel like the jelly is the smallest part of it. Like, I just feel like I'm eating a moon pie, which isn't, again, it's not a bad thing, but...
Yeah, but you're expecting to taste the jelly.
I kind of want to, I mean, I guess I should have gone more by the picture where it's more in the middle, but I don't know. I feel like it should have been spread...
Throughout.
A little bit more throughout. So I'll give it, like, a sideways thumb. They're just okay. They're not terrible. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll still eat them, but I kind of... Like, if I want a moon pie, I'll just get a moon pie, not to be mean. Alright, Little Debbie, we got the Star Crunch. Now, why is it a Star Crunch? I don't know. Like, okay, so caramel, or cookies with caramel and crisp rice. So this is like a Rice Krispie
treat
cookie with caramel, possibly. I don't know. Kind of looks like Cocoa Crunch, specifically. Yeah. There we go. This one smells different. This one smells like, I don't know. It just smells different. Alright. Kind of looks like a burger in a way. like you know when they put make burgers for cartoons. Alright.
Crunchy.
You heard that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's not as loud as a peep though. From the east, that made a loud noise. It's not as crunchy as you think it is. Like, if you're saying about it being crunchy, it's not as crunchy as you think it is.
Mm.
It's actually kind of soft, which I kind of like. I don't know, I'm kind of disappointed in. Like, when you eat Rice Krispie treat, you kind of like the experience of the whole, like, crunch, if that makes any sense. Like, that's one of its features, the whole snap, crackle, pop type thing. I'm not saying these are Rice Krispies, but
same premise.
They are Rice Krispies, does that make sense? So,
well, they're rice treats, so
yeah.
Yes.
They're good. Again, like, it just tastes like a Rice Krispie covered in chocolate again. It doesn't really taste. I mean, you get a little bit of the caramel, but again, it's just kind of a little absent. So again, I think I have to give it a sideways. It's not. Again, it's not that it's bad. It's just that they're just kind of But I don't know. I might not be the Hostess Little Debbie type. Maybe they're trying to appeal to the wrong person. Because you guys know I'm not too much of I don't have too much of a sweet tooth, but I try to force myself for this show. But, you know, I don't know. But maybe it's just I've grown out of a lot of things I used to like.
I'll be honest, the only thing I like from Little Debbie is the Fig Newtons.
No, but you could agree with me, though, as you get older, you could agree with me, though, as you get older, you lose the taste for stuff you used to like as a kid sometimes. You just grow out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Little Debbie might be a thing for little kids. Like, I'm an adult now, and it just doesn't appeal to me, I feel like, anymore. And I feel like even when I was a kid, I was always, like, a Hostess person. Like, I was always a devil dog. Like, even now as an adult, I still love those. But that's from Hostess. So that's my point I'm trying to make.
So you always had Hostess and Drakes fighting back and forth when I was young.
Alright, so these are fudge rounds. 8 sandwich cookies. It doesn't say. Alright. Oh, these are.
See, I like it all. Mostly. I like most of it. Hostess, Drakes.
Yeah.
Nabisco, you name it, you know.
These are squishy.
Keebler.
These are squishy. I never liked Keebler.
Certain things I do.
Oh, it falls apart so easily.
Like the pecan sandies are my favorite.
And you could tell, like, that they just, like, take it and, like, put the cream and then they just smush it. Like, because it's so, like, stuck to each other, if that makes any sense. Alright. Oh. Doesn't smell good, to be honest. Not the best. Not that it's bad, just... It's just something's off about the smell. I don't know what it is, but I just don't love it. See, this one's kind of like the texture of more of a double though. Like the bread squishes more. Sticks to your rhythm in your mouth a little bit. It's good. I think it. I don't know how to rate. It's just kind of. It's kind of like. I could see somebody having this with their coffee. You know, like dipping it in, or maybe with a glass of milk. It doesn't really taste like fudge. Like, I feel like a lot of companies, and I don't know if you guys will agree with me, I feel like a lot of companies put fudge and chocolate in the same thing. And it's not. At least not to me. Chocolate is chocolate. Like, it's a chocolate bar, right? I feel like fudge is fudge. You know, it's thicker. It's
More solid.
yeah, and it's not like you don't ever see like when you buy fudge at like a store. It's like cubes of fudge, and it's all different flavors. Chocolate is, you know, kind of one-dimensional. If that makes any sense. Fudge, you could get anything from here to Ohio when it comes to flavor. Shout out to people in Ohio. So I feel like a lot of companies, when they're like, oh, what chocolate rounds, or like they're like, oh, chocolate is such a like a media word. It's such a like everybody uses it, right? So like let's try to use a word that is punny and try to make it like not chocolate. It's like I got it, fudge. It's the same thing. To me, it's not. Chocolate and fudge is not the same thing. Chocolate fudge, yes, but that's a specific thing. That's fudge. That's flavored chocolate. You know, fudge and chocolate isn't the same thing. You get the point I'm trying to make here? I feel like Debbie is trying to force that with this. Like they're like, oh no, it's fudge. Trust us, and it's not. It's just chocolate. So this one I think has to get a thumbs down because it's trying to force something that's not giving across. It's not misadvertising now, but it's misadvertising. Like, you know how riled I get about misadvertising, but for some reason this one doesn't bother me as much. It's just a little bit of a, to like just call them chocolate rounds. Or, and you know, I don't know. And that's the thing, usually with these it's like punny titles. You know, like Star Crunch is kind of like, all these kind of don't match their theme. Like, I get maybe Star Crunch is like, oh, it's supposed to taste like the moon, right? Like the crater, like crunchy, I guess. Jelly Creams is obviously straightforward. Fudge Rounds is like, what? I don't know. It's kind of like, what does that mean? Like, what is that supposed to be punning around? Like, it's not like a pun. Like, let's say they were called fudge wheels. I don't know why wheels, but if they were shaped like wheels, like if they actually had like tires on them or something, then it'd be like, oh, there you go. But it doesn't. I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore. I'm just blabbering. I don't know if my mom gets what I'm trying to say,
Yes.
but oh, these are so tiny. Is it me?
No.
I mean, everything's a little bit tiny, but no, they're about the same size. Why do these look so much smaller, even though they're not that much smaller than the rest of it? I love to make a point, though, that everything so far... Oh, actually, wait. No, these three just don't. This is the only other one that does it. They have the labels on the plastic. Usually you don't see that. That's actually a lot of effort. These three don't. For some reason, this one's the only one that does. This one in the caramel, excuse me. Alright. So these are turtle brownies. Okay. Caramels, peanut, fudge topping. See? Fudge is like what you put on top of stuff. Like ice cream. Or it's like a separate thing, you know? Like this is fudge. Or I think. Or this might be caramel. Okay. But it's more like this, though. Like when it's cut into cubes. So. It's a specialty recipe. I don't know what that means. Oh, you can smell from here. Again. Oh, this one's going to be so messy. Oh, it's so squishy. Oh, the caramel is getting all over the place. All right.
Yay.
Oh, this one smells. It smells like peanuts. Oh, the cake is dead. Oh. No.
Too dense?
No. I should. No. I love how you're laughing at my pain. That's not good. The cake, I said about it being dense, but that's actually not even the problem. It's like, I'd forgive that bit, but. Oh, God. This chocolate, I think it's the ice. I don't know if it's the icing or the caramel itself. Whatever mixture of toppings this is disgusting. Whatever it is. It's like this chocolate fudge caramel. I don't know if it's layered. I don't know if it's caramel and then chocolate or or if it's mixed in like both at the same time. Whatever it is, it's gross because it's extremely salty. I don't know if that's just the peanuts or whatever, or if that's, I know it's salted caramel. Well, actually, it doesn't say salted caramel, which is weird. But it's super salty, at least to me. That's not fun. And I know what salty is. Trust me, I've had the umabushi plum. If you guys don't know what that is, it's this plum that's fermented from like the Asian culture. I want to say specifically like Korea and the Philippines, but I could be wrong. But I had one of those because my friend Koharu in high school gave me one, and that was super salty. You might as well put just a straight tablespoon of salt in your mouth, and I swallowed it. Somehow this is worse. And that was the saltiest thing I've ever had, but somehow this is so gross to me. And it's just not appealing. Like, it gets all over the place, but then again, they've been sitting out. That's an automatic thumbs down. It's just too salty and just too disgusting, and I just don't love it. The cake is dense. Sorry, Little Debbie, but I just don't. I don't know. I think we're at odds right now. Okay, so if I had to rate my favorite, I mean, I guess it has to be, if I had to pick one, which none of them are great. Let me just say, they're not fantastic. Again, if I had to rate my favorite, like if I had to choose something out of the 5, I think I'd choose the salted caramel because they're just basic. They're just fine. Like I could see snacking on them. I'll still eat them. My least favorite definitely is the turtle brownies. And that's the thing. I don't even think it tastes like a turtle. Like it's just salty, peanutty grossness, you know? But yeah, that's just my opinion. But if you like this episode, give it a like down in the comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.